Hi, I'm Susan Evans, and I'm here to show you how to pull together an ancient Greece unit study. Just like the ancient Egypt study that I showed you, someone emailed me and said, what are you selling? And I said, nothing. So I'm not selling any of this, okay? I was a teacher for 7 years before I homeschooled for 10. And the first 2 years I taught at a Christian school, a private school. The second 2 years I taught in London, England. And then 3 years I taught in public schools, and I'm an English Lit major. And I've taught creative writing. So that's some of my background in case you didn't know from the previous video where I just jumped right in. I'm all about hands-on unit studies. I have a classical bent as well, of course, because I love literature. And ancient Greece is full of literature. Of course, most of the literature is for high school level, but I will show you how to break it down for younger kids too. If you look here, you will see this tunic, and you've seen this before on the YouTube one that I did on a 5-minute Bible time costume. It only takes 5 minutes to make this. You can use it for Bible lessons. You can use it for ancient Egypt, which you saw in my video on the Egyptian feast. And it is just so super simple. And now we're in ancient Greece, and it will even go to ancient Rome as a toga. So it's very versatile. It's worth doing. It can span lots and lots of years. Okay, down here you will see a Greek vase, and I found this for $4 at a Goodwill store. How about that, eh? And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to make a pot ourselves. Here's some air dry modeling clay, and it's in terracotta. And so we're going to be making some pots out of that. Now, we're going to be using this. I give this a thumbs down. I don't recommend it. It is I don't know. But we got this as a gift, and actually, if you can find one that works, like at Goodwill or whatever, just plug it in or something. As long as it spins, you can actually use it. And I figured out the trick. I found this out with my daughter, who just loved doing it, and she had really, really wet hands and kept getting more wet. And so if you use lots of water while you're spinning it around, you can actually form a smoother pot. And so it's possible to use this and actually get a pot. I don't know how big they'll be. I'll show you on my blog how they turn out. Okay, like the ancient Egypt unit study, I am continuing with the Story of the World, which is a classical book by Susan Weisbauer. And so we're going to only be using whatever's between these two bookmarks, if you can see that, starting with Life in Early Crete, chapter 18, all the way to the Rise of Rome. We're not going to read that until we get to ancient Rome, and that's chapter 27. If you have What in the World's Going On Here by Diana Waring, she has a few little things about ancient Greece. Don't buy it just for ancient Greece, because there's not much in there for ancient Greece. But if you have it already, she's so funny and fun to listen to. Veritas Press cards. I haven't gotten them laminated yet. I usually get a ring to put around it. I just listened to the CD, and it's really dorky. It's not as good as the other one. The one of ancient Egypt combined with the Bible, Old Testament. That was really awesome. It was kind of, yeah, but it'll help, because it's set to music, it helps them see all these different things. And like the Trojan Horse, that gives me the idea to make a Trojan Horse out of wood. Wouldn't that be cool? We're probably not going to do it this time around, but next time when we do it at high school level, oh my. Hopefully we'll do it with wooden wheels and everything and have kids jumping out of it. Wouldn't that be cool? Anyway, that's one hands-on activity that we can do. All right, Doliere's Book of Greek Myths. This is a classic. You have to understand ancient Greece and Rome mythology in order to understand classic literature. Shakespeare alludes to it. A lot of classic literature alludes to it. You are ignorant and not educated if you do not know these myths. And I will write a post on my blog of why it's important to do that, because I know a lot of people are against it. I found because it's not the truth. But, well, you read it just like fairy tales or whatever. It's not, kids know what's truth and what isn't. In fact, it's funny because we dramatized a lot of these last time we did it, and we've got some pictures on my website under the articles under ancient Greece, and you see like sandals. We put like some wings on the sandals for Hermes, and we did a mask of Medusa with a bunch of snakes coming up, and each of the little snakes had Google eyes, and they jiggled. It was so funny. Anyways, and they had a shield, and then, you know, the people turned to stone. Well, of course, the kids know that people don't turn to stone, so all that's make-believe. I found the cassettes that go with it, and so that's really cool. I just found that I would have just read them to the kids, but since I have this, then we can do it during lunch, and I can actually eat my lunch while they're learning their Greek myths. Now, Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote a wonder book. This is also Greek myths. The whole thing is Greek myths. It's very, very well done. I read that to the kids beforehand. The Ides of April and Detectives in Togas. Those are two that I have not read, and I plan to read them to the children. Normally I read things before I teach them, but they come highly recommended, and so I'm going to just read them to the kids. Now, I've been to Greece, and so here's like the Parthenon and stuff like that. I have actual pictures, so that's kind of fun. I got some Greek music, and you can sometimes find that at the library, especially for the Greek dinner. I have coins from not ancient Greece, but from Greece. I have a Greek flag. Of course, we'll be doing a map, because that's important as far as geography is concerned. You need to know where you're talking about, you know. Rummy Roots is a game. I don't know if it's boring or not, so I don't necessarily recommend it. I'll let you know on my blog if that's any good. This mythology thing is so super cool. You know how I like little things that open up and clear things and things that pop out. I just love that kind of thing. Here's some more books like the Trojan Horse. This one is good for younger kids to read. And, learning Greek. Okay. This is for college level. Now, if you as a parent want to learn how to read Greek, this is so awesome. And it's expensive. My dad was a Greek professor. I grew up as a missionary kid in Guatemala, and he taught Greek for 20 years at a seminary in Guatemala. And I asked my dad to teach me Greek. This is what he bought for me. And he taught me Greek for a year, and now I can actually read Greek. Isn't that cool? Anyway, and it has a CD that comes with it that goes on your computer that actually you get the lectures and everything. So it's totally, totally awesome. You could maybe, I mean, as homeschoolers, your teenage kids could do maybe half of this for high school credit. It's a college course, though. But it's fun, and I mean, like, for example, look, see, these are mine. See, you start off with the alphabet like this, and then you go and you translate. It's really kind of cool. Anyway, it's way too hard for elementary. Don't even try. Anyway, I'm doing Hey Andrew, Teach Me Some Greek with my 10-year-old and my 9-year-old. I was a little bit disappointed to see that it's just teaching the alphabet, because if I just want them to learn just the Greek alphabet, I can download it from the computer and have them do it kind of like I did. So I wanted them to actually learn some words and actually be writing words and things like that. So I was a little bit disappointed about that, but we're going to do it anyway because I want my kids to learn a little bit of Greek. Okay, let's see. The Children's Homer. Oh, this is really fun. This is a good book that is the Iliad and the Odyssey. The Iliad and the Odyssey is hard for even college people to comprehend. You have to enjoy poetry and the way in very antique language in order to actually get it. You have to be a lit major to actually get it. There are college people who don't understand the Iliad and the Odyssey, and guess what I did? If you look over here, we have toy soldiers, and what I did was in a sandbox, and I have a picture of this on my website under Ancient Greece, in the sandbox, and I had an indoor sandbox, yes, for like 5 years or something. I set up the Odyssey, and whenever like Hector talked, then I had my 5-year-old go, and the it was funny. It was really great. We had the Trojan, the wall with all like popsicle sticks stuck into the sand, and on the other side we had the water with the Greek ships, and then one color was the Greeks and one color was the Trojans, and then you had them battle, and I mean, boys just totally eat that up, and you can do the different strategies and different things like that and have different ones talk to each other, and then they understand the Iliad. Isn't that awesome? As an ex-English teacher, that's awesome. Okay. Aesop's Fables over here. Aesop was a Greek slave during the 500s BC, and so it's during the same time. These are wonderful for smaller children, but also older children. They teach morals, and it's like the tortoise and the hare and things like that. I might do some puppetry with this if we have, I think we have a turtle and a rabbit, I'm not sure. Anyway, if we have them, I'll maybe be doing some of that, and I'll put it on my website if I do. The world of theater, this is kind of fun. I love the different, glossy pages that come out and things like that. This one here only has one page on it, but it's paint and painting, talking about, the different ones on this. And by the way, if our pot doesn't come out and it's really lame and stupid looking, what we're going to do is, on my website, I have under pottery, it's under art in the article section. I show you how to do a really simplified one for kids, really even young kids, or up to high schoolers as well. What you do is you get a bottle and you put the terracotta clay, you stick it on the bottle, like a little bottle like this, and then you form the arms from it or whatever. Then you let it dry overnight or a couple days, and then you get a black Sharpie marker, and then you do your design on it. So it's like super easy. So for sure I'll do that if the real ones don't turn out, because I did that last time, and the kids were only like 5 and 4 and like really young last time. Let's see what else. We have the stars over there, the constellations. We have already studied astronomy many, many times, so I will only spend one day on looking at the constellations as they relate to ancient Greece, because all the constellations, or most of them, were named after the ancient Greek gods, and so and all those Greek mythology stories. And then we have over here an Introductory Logic by Douglas Wilson. I have not done that yet. I think it's for high school. I do have a 10-year-old boy who is very logical and very brainy, and so I might do that with him, because of course you have your philosophers like Socrates and Plato and all of them. Of course that's a little bit over their heads, because my oldest is only 10. My kids are 10, 9, 7, and 5 right now as I'm speaking. So let's see, I think that's about it, and I plan to have a wonderful feast of ancient Greece to tie up the unit at the end. And thank you very much for watching my ancient Greece unit study.